How do parents who have children with special needs deal with their child's condition? In this video, we're going to talk about the coping mechanism of parents who have this kind of children. So, sit back and watch until the end. Children with special needs or learning disabilities often have difficulties with communication. Some children require speech and language therapy to improve, and others need greater intervention and perhaps the addition of some form of communication system or device. For instance, children with autism may have difficulty developing language skills and understanding what others say to them. They also often have difficulty communicating non-verbally, such as through hand gestures, eye contact, and facial expressions.
Good day everyone, I'm here once again, and we will be having an interview today with our guest parent to give us knowledge about her real-life experiences having a child with special needs. Our guest for today is Mrs. Samiling. Hi, Mrs. Samiling.
Hello, Miss Lang. Thank you for having me here. Hello, everyone.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Now, to begin with, I want to know when did you notice about the special condition of your child?
I noticed it roughly, I think when he was 2 years old back.
Oh, so he was young that time. How did you find out his condition?
We brought him in a neurologist to be examined.
After knowing his condition, what were the steps that you did to address the condition of your child?
We sent him in the SPED school where he went through speech and behavioral therapy.
As his parent, how did you accept your child's special condition?
Well, as his parent, we need to accept his condition, whether he is a special child or normal one. And we know that God will not give us this gift if we don't deserve His blessing.
I totally agree, Mrs. Samiling. Every child is a blessing. And the way you see it, is there a chance that your child could normally just like any other children?
Oh yes, of course. With our support and proper guidance as his parent, we believe that our child could live as normal as any other children.
I really admire you, Mrs. Samiling. Again, thank you very much for accepting our invitation, and also, thank you for giving us your time to be our guest for today. And to our viewers, I hope you learned something today. See you in our next video!
Today I'm done preparing my son's breakfast. He woke up very early, so I'm doing the things that I can to let him stay in the bed. It's very common for a child with autism to have a bad sleep at night. Sometimes my son wake up at 2:30 in the morning to just be on his bed. Children with autism have also a problem with social interaction. My sons usually play with our dog. He is very timid to go outside to play with other children. Every child with autism is unique. Common similarities include effects on 5 senses, social interaction, and emotional expression. Sometimes when someone's crying for no reason. I love my son because I'm his mother. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to take care of him.
Hello world and hello Philippines. Now we come to the end of this video and we have a special guest for today. May we call on our first guest, Miss Mary Joy Aceron. Hi Miss Mary Joy.
Hello, Mr. Cadorna. Thank you for having me here. So, a pleasant day, everyone, and hi to our parents out there. As for my advice, firstly, we can start to understand our children by understanding ourselves as parents. Always remember that a child is made of 50% dad and 50% mom. What the parents inherit intelligence or could be used as the starting ground for trying to understand our children. Secondly, expose them to positive influences but make them aware of negative realities so that they can bloom into their own persons early on. Most importantly, have an open mind. Be flexible and patient as you try to establish your child's strengths. A child, like adults, are dynamic beings, and we should be their anchor as they explore this world and their place in it. It will take time. Not all siblings are alike, and our children may not inherit our intelligence as well. That's my advice.
Now let's proceed with our next guest. Hello Miss Grace Balano.
So hello, Mr. Cadorna. So I also have a message for those parents who are now struggling with raising a child with special needs. So hold your chin up because you are an inspiration to many parents. We all know not many people feel the pain and heartache you endured for your life with your child, and the loneliness knowing that when your child is not in good health or in ill disease, that you have to fix it by yourself. And maybe you are thinking about giving up, but come to think of it, you've been able to run a good run. You've been able to raise them completely good with your attitude. For sure, God has His reason why He gave such gift for you. So I want to say thank you for the good job you have ever done. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for that wonderful message, Miss Mary Grace Balano. Now may we call on Miss Kathleen Capirma. Hi Miss Kathleen.
Hello, Mr. Cadorna. Hello, everyone. So, as a parent, raising a child with disability is rewarding yet challenging. Taking care of a child with special need is not easy as you think. So, as a parent, you need to understand their situation. Give the love and attention that they need. Being a parent is about the strengths you didn't know you had and dealing with fears you didn't know existed. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Kathleen. Now may we call on Miss Nerida Lizon. Hi, Miss Nerida.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Valley Cadorna, and good afternoon, parents and classmates. My belief is that the inclusive education is really important nowadays and even before, because it is the nation's progress in economy. So it is always linked to equal rights. We must strive to lead the children's lives, especially those children with disabilities, to conquer their inner and outward weaknesses, to be at a level of consciousness, working together to contribute to the nation's strength and progress. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Miss Nerida Lizon. Now may we call on Miss Norwell Adorna. Hi, Miss Norwell.
Hi, Mr. Cadorna. Thank you for having me here. So, my perspective about it is that taking care of a child is not that easy, especially if a child has a special needs.
these children requires a lot more time and attention from their parents, and the parents should have a wide understanding for their child that has this case. To respond positively to the stress is being resilient, which can be a key in every family to remain strong in this kind of That's all, Mr. Katarina.
Thank you for that wonderful message, Miss Norwell. Thank you very much. Now, let's proceed to our last guest, Mr. Alvin Allen. Mr. Allen.
Thank you, Mr. Cadorna. Thank you for having me here to be part of raising awareness for special children, because we know that they are often despised by our society, thinking that they are lesser of a man and that they can do nothing, just like a normal human being. But for me, we just have to give them proper care and attention for them to become more productive, to deal with their use in our society. And that's just my thought. Thank you, Mr. Cadorna.
Wow, thank you everyone. I would like to thank our special guest for today. Thank you for sharing your knowledge about the special children's condition. Now, you know what guys, after having this topic, I realized that we normal people are so lucky. We don't need to face such a difficult ordeal like these parents in the video, as well as the person with disability. You know, I think we should just educate ourselves. You know, just educate ourselves so that negativity could not grow and foster. Thank you for that, everyone.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas time.